So I'm just going to do a division reminder, and the reason why is because in this next section of the break statement we've got a something that's a little bit different than the usual, which is this n percentage x. So I just kind of like wanted to demonstrate or remind ourselves what this is. So in our division reminder section over here, we've set x and y equal to the values of 41 and 20. And what we're going to do, and the reason why we picked 41 and not 40 is that 20 fits into it exactly. So let's just get something where it doesn't fit in, and it will give us a floating point number or a decimal position back. So when we divide 41 by 20, we get I think it's 2 and a little bit, 2.05, because it's 2 and 1 parts out of 20 is what's going to happen. So I'll actually put that in there. We've got 20 fits into 40 times. We've got two holes, and then we're left with 1 part out of 20, the other bit that's left over, this little 1 extra bit over there. So we've got this decimal that's produced, and there's 3 different ways of doing divisions in Python, and they kind of give us 3 different answers. Now the first one here is the usual way, and that gives us that's going to throw us out 2.05 because it's 41 divided by 20. In fact, if I've got a calculator here just to show you, yeah, I do. We can do 41 divided by 20 just as a level of comfort, 2.05. That's what we're talking about. And that 1 part out of 20 was the 0.05 bit of it. So the dividing sign will give us this 2.05. That's what we're going to get as usual. Now, what does this dividing sign mean? Just as a reminder, it's the integer part. So it basically gets the integer part and it throws out the 0.05 part of it. So we're just left with the 2 bit. Sometimes we just want the integer part, we don't want the floating part. Now, the other bit is this percentage over here. What does a percentage mean? Well, it's kind of like, in a way, the complement of the above. It's the other bit, which is, it gets you the 0.05, but it doesn't actually give you 0.05. What it actually gives you is 1, and that 1 is this 1 part out of 20. So when you do this division, 20 fits into 40 twice because it goes 20 and then 40, and then there's 1 left over. So that's what it will give us, and we can run this piece of code and we see that here. So we get 2.05, that's our usual way. Then we get 2, that's the integer parts. We've dropped the decimal, this decimal has been thrown out. And then over here we get with the percentage sign, we get 1, and this 1 means the 1 part out of 20 up here. So that's just a reminder on a couple of different operations in divisions. This doesn't happen with multiplications, additions and subtractions. It's purely for divisions, and that's a quick recap on division reminder, which we are going to use in the break statement in a later section.